Mr. Beast is well on his way to becoming the first billionaire content creator in the world, which begs the question, how does someone in Mr. Beast's position spend and invest that massive income? We already know how he makes his money, such as his channel, his merch, the Feastable product line, and more, so we won't cover that here. But for such a complex web of businesses, the way he handles his financial planning is actually pretty simple and can be broken down into 3 separate categories. And this 3-category plan of his is why I believe Mr. Beast will indeed be the first billionaire YouTuber. I'm also gonna go over what he spends the most money on, so stick around for that too. Category 1, and no big surprise for anyone, is Mr. Beast pays himself. We know from previous interviews with Mr. Beast that he is quite a financially savvy guy. He has, before the age of 30, already set aside enough money to make sure that he'll never have to worry about finances or working again if he should choose to. Exactly how much that is, nobody knows, but what we do know is he hasn't stopped contributing to it either, so that number just continues to grow. He regularly contributes to his retirement pool, and that doesn't include whatever money he would walk away with if he were to ever sell his channel, which has already received at least $1 billion offer. And that's at least enough to buy a house these days. And of course, the last part of this category is it pays for all of his wants and needs. Now here is where we get into the juicy parts of Mr. Beast's financial plans. Category number 2 in Mr. Beast's financial plan is current enterprises. This breaks down into a wide variety of things, but to expand, this fund is responsible for making sure that his videos have everything ready and set aside to fund his videos from concept to completion all the way through to being uploaded. This category also helps to fund and support his other product lines, such as his merch or Feastable products. The assets in this category are Mr. Beast's feeder businesses, and he makes sure they have all the resources they need to keep going, as all the assets in this category are the heart of the Mr. Beast machine. And that heart is responsible for pumping all the money needed into category 3 of Mr. Beast's financial plan, future enterprises. Mr. Beast is very hands-on with not only his channel, but all the businesses that operate under the Mr. Beast flag. And nothing goes to market without his explicit stamp of approval. This category is funded to come up with new ideas, create test products, and test every other wild idea that Mr. Beast comes up with. Coming up with an idea is free, but when you're a brand as big as Mr. Beast, you have to do a lot of testing and development before any of those ideas make it to market. And with testing and development, you can eliminate bad ideas before they ever see the light of day and tarnish your good name. It's a good bet that many of Mr. Beast's ideas born in this category have never made it out and likely never will. This category pays for concept, designing, testing, prototyping, and final marketing campaigns before product completion. And any idea that survives this category long enough to become a completed product will graduate and be moved over to category 2 and become a current enterprise. The reason this category is my personal favorite is because we've only begun to see what Mr. Beast is going to come up with, and I, for one, am excited to see where it goes. Now, before we go into what he spends the most money on, I would really appreciate it if you could give this video a like and consider subscribing. I cover lots of finance stuff, whether it be business, personal finance, or investing. So check some of my videos out. Now, where does Mr. Beast spend most of his money? Well, again, to no one's surprise, it's on his videos. In his own words in a previous interview, Mr. Beast said, "The money is best spent by making the best YouTube video possible. If we want to sell more Feastables or merch, it all literally stems around people watching the videos. And that is how Mr. Beast spends and invests his money."